Good evening to all of you. Good evening to all of you. Today we will continue our discussion with the previous uh, topic. We ended with the function. So we discussed the nature of the functions, how to define a function, and how to handle a function, how to write, how to create our own user defined function. So what will you do today? Today we will start writing functions on strings. I told you, there are so many functions which are available as ready-made from the library of C, that is string.h. So we can use those functions, but here we will try to create the functions like those library functions. We will be creating our own functions and we will be using those functions. But before that, I would like to discuss regarding one operator, one additional operator which we use in any language. As you know that the operator means our primitive operator, plus, minus, multiplications, divisions, module operator. So mainly there are three kinds of operators. One is unary operator, like plus plus, post incrementation, pre incrementation, post decrementation, pre incrementation, like I plus plus or plus plus I, or means pre incrementation, post incrementation, or I minus minus or minus minus I. These are okay. So you know this. These are called unary operator. What is unary operator? When an operator deals with only one operand, okay, like just now what I told you, like say I plus plus, okay, I plus plus is an unary operator, or plus plus I, plus plus I, okay. And there is a difference between these, and when it will be affected, that I also discuss in the class. In general, if we write only this I plus plus or plus plus I, value of I will be incremented by 1, isn't it? If say I is 5, after this value of I will be incremented by 1 and I will be 6, okay. In this way we can write let's say this I plus plus means I plus equal to 1, that also you can write, okay. Why we write in different form? Because I plus plus or plus plus I will increment the value of I only by 1 unit. But if we want to increment or decrement the value of any variable like I here by more than 1 unit, let's say I write this 5, I plus equal to 5, means here value of I will be incremented by 5, okay. You can show a program, okay. Control C, Control V, let's say it is int I, Okay, okay. I is 5. You can write printf slash n percent d comma I. Now let's see what happens here. Let us execute this, compile and run. Okay, let me give a name, test self function 10. Got it? Got the answer 10. The value of I was 5. It has been incremented by 5. In this way you can decrement also. Okay. So this is an example of unary operator. Here we are handling one operand with this operator. One operand, you can see this operand, and this way binary operator, what we generally use in any mathematical expression, that is called binary operator, what we use from childhood, like say I, like say this one, x equal to a plus b. Okay. So this operator deals with two operands a and b. So this is called binary operator. Here plus becomes the binary operator. So definition of binary operator is when an operator is associated with two operands is called binary operator. So first one is unary operator, second one the binary operator, and there is another operator which is generally frequently used in any language and in C also, that is ternary operator. Ternary operator. How? Let us discuss this ternary operator with an example. Let's say we want to find out the maximum of two values, okay, or to two. Let's say a comma b, and we will be taking this value of a and b. Let's say printf enter values of a and b. All of you are able to watch the program now? I think all of you are able to watch the program. Okay. If you have any difficulty, you will let me know. Okay, let us continue this question. So this message we are printing, and subsequently we have to take the value of these two variables, %d. This I am showing because if still any one of you have any problem writing the code, you can see how to write a code and how to maintain indentation, what style you are supposed to maintain to write a program, and this style is industry compatible style. So you must maintain this style. Now okay, a b. Okay, all right. our purpose is to find out the maximum value between two values, maximum of two numbers. So let's say max is a greater than b. We have written this program using if else. If a greater than b, then the maximum is a, else maximum is b. That we have done at the beginning of our semester, right? Here we are doing that, but with using different style, different manner, that is using ternary operators. This a colon b, and so I have taken a variable, another variable max, that has to be declared. Okay, now I will print the value of max. Okay, fine. Now let us save and compile it. Printf undefined. I missed a bracket here, that's why it's showing so. Okay, Control S function printf this max. Here I forgot to put semicolon. Control S function, enter values of a and b. Let's say it is 10, value of 10 is a, and value of 10 is b is 20. 20 is the larger maximum, larger one, so we got it. Okay, so we got this. You can write also these maximum value, maximum equal to this. So what is happening over here? This is an example of ternary operator. Here the style of writing is this. Here we are comparing the values of a and b. This means if a greater than b, if it is a conditional statement, if the conditional statement becomes true, then the result followed by this query symbol will be valid. If the condition becomes false, then the result followed by the colon will be true. So here, if a greater than b, max will be a, else max will be b. So else part will be followed by colon, and if the result of if part will be followed by this query symbol. Got it? I repeat, here three operators are in this picture, greater than, query, colon. That's why this expression is associated with three operators. That's why it is called ternary operator. It's very, very important. So many questions you may expect in exam from this ternary operator. So I repeat what is happening here. We are checking the value with this conditional statement, a greater than b. If yes, then value of a, which one will be after this query symbol? That value of a will be assigned to max, where we are assigned, where with the variable we assigned the value. Here we assigned the result with this max variable, so that value will be assigned to max. Which one will be larger? Or if value of a becomes less than b, means b greater than a, then this statement becomes false. Then that result, that value which is assigned to b and followed by this colon symbol will be assigned to max. Got it? Now this way we can, means here the way we followed, that is if else, we can simply merge that block in a single statement. It is very beautiful in means in beautiful form to write. Rather, in this way we can also find out the maximum of three variables. Let's say enter values of a, b and c. Let us take another variable c. We have to take the value of c here in scanf also, ampersand c. Got it? Now with this ternary operator, in cascading way, we will be trying to find out the maximum value out of these three values, How to write? If a greater than b, here if we apply that if else block, we have to use a nested if else block. If a greater than b, then again we have to write under if a greater than b, you have to write a nested if a greater than c, then max is a, else if a greater than b, a less than c, then max is c. In this way we have to write it in a nested if else block, what we have written, finding out the maximum of three values. So this nested if else block we are embedding in a single statement using this ternary operator. How? Let us see. A greater than b, then again we have to give a condition, another condition. If it is true, if a is greater than b, then again we have to check whether a is also greater than c or not. If it is true also, if it is also true, means if a greater than b and a greater than c also, then what will be the maximum value will be assigned to max? That will be definitely a. So we are writing that a. All of you are getting online. Or increase the font size. Okay, we have increased in the last day. Again, let me increase it again. Tool, editor, option, font, it's already 14. Again, okay, let it be 16. Right, let me select this one. Tools, editor option, font, it's been 16. Okay, now it's fine. I'm not able to see the font. Can you increase the font size, please? Azam. Now you can view, I think. Let me know. Are you still getting any problem to view this or not? It's fine, no? It's fine. Please increase the font. I have already increased the font. Yes, sir. Now it's okay. Fine. So here we are doing that one. Let me see that if a greater than b, then we have to check again that whether a is also greater than c. If it is true, means both the condition is true, then what will be the larger most? A. So we have written a. Else means a greater than b is final, but a less than c, then what will be the larger one? C. So just concentrate here. Here, the if A greater than B, we are putting another condition. If this condition is true, then we are putting another condition in cascaded way, followed by this query symbol. I told you the result of this expression, if it becomes true, then that result or another expression to be checked will be there after followed by this query symbol. So it is clear. Okay, now if it is false, means A is not greater than B, is false, then we have to put the false part over here after the colon. Okay, okay. uh, so false part here we will now write. We have to check what? If A greater less than B, means B greater than A. Now it is final. If it becomes false, means B greater than A. Then we have to check again whether B greater than C also or not. So we are checking that one. B greater than C. It's true. Then which one will be the greater one? B, else C. Okay. So this is the final expression, finding out the maximum of 3 values. Okay. Got it? Now let us run the program. Control S, function A, B, that is 5, 2, 12. Let's see. Maximum is 12. Got it? I repeat, this is an example of ternary operator. Here we are finding out the maximum of a largest value among the 3 values A, B, C. Here we are putting first condition if A greater than B. Then again we have to put another nested condition if it is true or if it is false. If it is true, then the condition followed by this will come here. So another point is left still, that is whether A is still greater than C or not. So if both the condition is true, then the maximum is A. Or if it is true but it is false, then that will be C, max will be C. Or if this entire condition is false, then this part will be skipped, false part will be after this colon. If A, this condition is false, means B greater than A, then you have to check again whether B greater than C or not. If B greater than A and B greater than C, then that result means B will be the maximum one, so we have to write after this, else C. So this way we can write the ternary operator, we can put multiple conditional statement in cascaded manner using this ternary operator. Okay, so this is very useful operator you frequently use in this language. See, okay, now leave this topic. So what we are discussing, that we will create some functions to manipulate strings. So in the previous class we started with string. Okay, we discussed a little about the string, so we will continue with the string part and function part. Okay, so let us discuss the first program. This program is for finding out the length of a string. I told you finding out the length of a string means how many characters a string contains. In the last class I told you that what is string all about. A string is nothing but collection of characters, means array of characters. What is array? That you know, array means It's a collection of homogeneous elements in a contiguous memory location. But here string, it will handle only with the characters, not with the integer or for any other values, numerical values. That's why this is a special type of array, that is the array of characters. But the last character must be the null character. Means, so definition as a whole becomes string is a collection of or array of characters terminated with a special character, that is null character. Null means null is a single character, though it is a combination of two characters, that is front backslash then zero, not backslash then zero. It will be considered as a single null character. Okay, so here we are trying to find out the length of a string with the help of a function. As I told you, all the functions which we will be discussing today, which we will be creating today, all these functions are available ready-made in the C library. But why we are doing that? We are learning how to write our own functions, how to create our own functions so that it will function exactly same as the library functions. So this way we can create our own library like string.h to str.h, whatever the functions are there in header file, and the corresponding lib library file. We can create our own header file and own library file also, though it is not in your syllabus, it is beyond of your syllabus. If I get time, I will teach you how to create our own header file or library file, which is very important in industry, in your professional life, though it is not in our syllabus. Okay, so let us continue. So here we are as I told that there is a ready-made library function called strlen. It finds out the length or number of characters in a string. But to distinguish that library function with our own function, I changed the name a bit, putting a extra character at starting. That's why I put xstrlen, since it is our own function. To differ or to distinguish with the existing library function strlen, we are differentiating this, otherwise the compiler will get confused. You will get runtime error, not compile time error. You will get runtime error if you redefine a function exactly with the same name with your own code. So you have to change the name of the function. That's why I changed the name with the, if you change a single character, the name will be changed. Okay, so the according to the convention of defining or creating a user defined function, first you have to write the prototype of the function. A function contains 3 items. Number 1, return time. Number 2, the name of the function. Number 3, the list of arguments with its type. So you have to write only the type of the arguments, not the argument name in prototype. So this is called prototype or signature of a function. Okay, so here our function, since our function will return a number of characters, that's why the return type must be int, then the function name. Now we are passing the entire string like an array. We discussed in the previous class how to pass an array to a function. We have to pass the array or string as an array. Okay, so let us start discussing. So we have taken a string of 50 characters. There are maximum 49 characters can be accommodated because one character must be left with the null character. This question I asked you in the previous class also. Now we have taken another variable int length. We are asking to enter the string from the user. So enter string slash. Then as I told you, there we can use a ready-made function as scanf, means to get a string. Like scanf, we take an integer or a float value or numerical value from the keyboard, we will be using this getS. Okay, getS str. GetS to take a string from the keyboard, from the user to the variable str. So we are passing this str. This is the convention of this getS. So str means the name of the array. Okay, here getS. So after taking this string from the keyboard, now we will be finding out the number of characters. So after finding out, we will store the result in a len variable. That's why we have taken another variable of integer type. Getting it? Okay. So this is our function we have to define, means we have to now define the body of the function. So the moment this statement will be executed, okay, the control will come from here to that particular function. So here main calls our own user defined function, so we have to define the function. How we have defined, so this is your core part of the program. Here how we have defined after completion of main, we are defining this because it's different function. So int number of characters, it will return name of the function. Then char star s. Star s means here what is s? S is a pointer to character. S is a pointer variable, pointer to character variable. That's why, like we write int star some variable, so that variable becomes a pointer to integer. Here string is deals with the character. That's why we have to take a pointer to character. Means when this function is called with the str means what? I told you the array names, by default array name becomes the address of first room of the array. So str means ampersand str0. Okay, so str is an address. So what kind of variable can store an address? Definitely pointer variable. That's why we have to take this s as a pointer to character. Got it? Now int I is 0. I have taken a variable of integer and we have initialized this with 0. Now what we are doing, we are traversing the string. Here what happened, that we copied this string with another string basically, right? Yes. Here I is 0 means si not equal to null, while si not equal to null means I will be counted from 0 up to what? Up to when the index value of I will get the null character of this s, of this string. Let us repeat. I is 0. Okay. Again, nothing is coming, or you can see, na? All of you. Are you getting any problem to see the code? It's fine now. Visible now, sir. Yes, sir. Someone has written no. You should not get any problem, because you can refresh it. You can refresh it. You can refresh the browser. I think this is the maximum font size. I think it should not be increased in that way. Okay. Otherwise it will look clumsy. Oh, no sir, no problem. Okay, fine. Let's continue with the discussion. So see, when I is 0, si means first character of this str variable which we enter. If we enter hello, simple, hello, hello, hell. Okay, let us run it and explain this one. Okay, Control S. hello world, D, hello world. Okay, we have entered a string hello world. Now length of the string is 11. We got the answer. Now let us discuss with the output. So we entered the string this hello world. Now this str is terminated after d. After d a character is there, that is null character. Okay, by default it will be inserted in the memory location when we press entered after writing hello world. Now this s will have what value? S will have, if we are passing str, if we are passing the base address of this hello, means the location of h. If it is 100, if it starts from 100 the memory location, let's say it is assume, then this 100 will come here. So s will have the value 100, address of h at the h stored in the memory. Okay, so now we are checking si, means I0 si means what? That h. Si means value of address, value at address I0 value at address I. I told you that si means ARRI. We can consider that star ARR plus I. Last class we discussed about that how to handle an array in the pointer. All of you must follow my video repeatedly if you don't get it. Okay, and you can use my material as a reference. Okay, so here, so si means h. So h, this h not equal to null. It is true. H not equal to null. Okay, it is h. So si not equal to null. It is true. So this I will be incremented by 1. I was 0, now I becomes 1. Then again, as you know that in while loop, what generally happens. So long this condition will be true, loop will be continued, and there is only a single statement under this while loop. That's why we didn't put any bracket over here. This statement is out of the loop. Return I is out of the loop. Only a single statement is there, that is I plus plus. We are actually, what you are doing, we are traversing the string from the first character to the null character. So until and unless the null character reaches, the loop will be continued. Loop will be continued. So now I plus plus means I becomes 1. So what I becomes 1. So the next room of this means 101. If s is the address of h is 0, so h I plus plus means 101, right? So 101 si will be the e. In the next room character is e, so e not equal to null. It is true or false? Yeah, it is true. Then again I plus plus. Now I points here, so again si means l. Okay, l is null? No. This way it will continue, and when it points here, I points here, so si is d, still it is true. Then I plus plus again, so then it points to here after d. Okay, so si not equal to null? No, it is equal to null when that pointer will reach here, that si will null, because it got terminated the null character. That null character we have encountered, so the loop will be terminated. And when the loop is terminated, we have counted the number of characters by this value of I by the time. So return I. So here it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Space is also a character. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When I becomes 10, means the last character D, again we are incrementing the value of I by 1. So 10 plus 1 is 11. Now SI becomes the character or the value at this address after D. So that at that value is null. So I becomes 11. Then the loop gets terminated. That's why we got the final value of I as 11. And check the 11 number of characters are there, including this space. So this way, now we are returning I. So I becomes 11. Now we are returning I. And which variable holds the value of I? The variable which was which was assigned at the time of calling this function. So that value will be assigned to len, and just we are printing the value of len by %d format specifier. That's all. Okay, got it? Any problem what I discussed? Let me know. Is it cleared or not? Is it cleared to everyone? Let me know, is it cleared to everyone or not? One thing you can notice here, while passing the string as an array, we didn't pass any dimension. Unlike means array of integers or array of a numerical values, right? Because means in array we had to pass the dimension also, because there is no boundary, but here we are getting the boundary of the string with the null value, null character. That's why we don't need to pass the dimension this 50 or something else, because this string didn't occupy all the rooms. It occupied only the 11 rooms, and including this null character, it occupied 12 rooms at most. So rest of the rooms, 50 minus 12, will be vacant. So we don't need to traverse, we don't need to scan those rooms, because we got it. We came to know, this program, this compiler will come to know this is the end of string. So no more character after this last character. So we don't need to pass the dimension of this one, right? We have got the terminal condition with this null character. Got it? Okay. So now let me know. Okay, please respond whether you are understanding. Yes, sir. Clear. Good. It's clear. It's clear. Fine. So let us go to the next program. Okay. Next program we will count simply the number of vowels and number of constants in a string without any function. Without using any function, we will just write the code. We can also use function here, but I have mixed this so that you will get will enjoy the session. Sometime we will write the function, we will write the code with the function or without function. But one important thing is, if it is asked to write a function, then you must write a function, right, of this problem. If you are not asked to write function in your question, you don't need to write function. But still, if you use function, right, in general, you will get credit. If you are not asked, you are simply asked to write, say you are asked write a program to find out the length of a string. You can use function, you cannot use function, no problem. But if you use function, you will get an impression, good impression, because that is the actual way. In industry, we always use function. Okay, main doesn't hold any core logic. Main function only holds the calling the functions. Main only calls the functions, nothing else. of this now holding. Now what with the star s something, star s, si means star s, right? So this one, s holds the address of the first character of the string. So if it is null, then no character, for string contains no character. Okay, so let us execute this and then explain. Function filter, enter a string. Okay, sorry, I pressed enter. I have to, without supplying the value, enter a string. Students of BBIT. Number of vowel 3 and number of consonants 14. You can check that. You know vowel mean A, E, I, O, U vowels, and the rest of the characters are consonants, are called consonants. So here only these E, okay, U, I, O, 3. These 3 are vowel, 3 number of vowels are present here. Okay, and rest are the consonants. How it is, it comes out with the output. Let us discuss. So we entered this string, students of BBIT. So star s means what? Star s means s, value of the first address. So star s, the string was student of BBIT, the first s holds this address of this s. Okay, so this s is not equal to null, so fine, so it is true. Now we are checking the type of the s with this type of the s. Star s equal to A or E or I or O or U. See, this is the way of writing a single character. We are supposed to put a single quotation within this character. When we are supposed to write a single character instead of an array of characters, if we are supposed to write or assign a single character as a value to a character variable, we just put this one. So here star s means a single character. Star s will be the first time star s will be here. Okay, so star s is s. It is not A or E or I or O or U. So it is false. So else part will be executed. So consonants, this CONS, cons will be incremented by 1, which was initialized by 0 earlier. Okay, so the value of consonants will be 1. Then we have to move the pointer to the T. How to move? If we increment the value of s, let's say a value of the s was 100, now s will become what? S will become 101 because it is a character. Character takes 1 byte, right? So it will be 101. Okay, now this 101 star 101 means what? T, value at address T, value at address 101 means T, the next character. T not equal to null, it's true, because null character is here after BB, after this T. So this T is also, T doesn't fall under these vowels, so T is also consonant. So again value of cons will be incremented by 1. It was 1 and now it becomes 2, s plus plus, and this way where it will come here 103 star s, so it will fall under any one of this category because star s is now this U. So not A, not E, not I, or not O, but U. It is a logical OR operator. If any one of these conditions becomes valid, it will be true. So here U, it is valid. So the condition will be true as a whole, and number of vowel will be incremented by 1. It was 0 initially, so now it becomes 1. So this way, what we are doing, we are traversing the string right from the beginning to the end until and unless we get a null character at the end. Okay, so this way we are incrementing sometimes the value of vowel by 1 or sometimes the value of consonant by 1, right? And we are scanning means we are moving one after another by character with the incrementation of this pointer s. Okay, so by the time when that pointer s will come here null, so we have already scanned the enter, we have already traversed the enter string, and when star s will be equal to null means here the control will come out of the loop, and by that time we have counted all the vowels and consonants of the string, and we are just printing the number of vowels and number of consonants here, this much. Okay, you can see the code. We are printing the vowels and consonants. Let's see it. Got it? It is clear. This program is clear. This program is clear. Please respond. It's very easy. We are just finding out the number of strings, number of vowels and consonants. You can also write this code with using a function. Okay, that's up to you. And should I proceed to the next program, or let us end it here? Let's end the session over here. What do you want? Let us stop here. We will discuss the remaining part of the string topic in the next class. I'm planning that tomorrow also I will take your class. I think let us stop here, and tomorrow we'll continue with the same. Otherwise, you will hang out with this. Okay. I want a response from you, from all of you. Should I continue with, or should I stop? Let me know. Let me know. Let me check your response in the chat box. Let me know in your chat box, in your chat room. So this is the very important topic, string. You must know how to write, how to handle strings. Okay. End now. End now. Okay. And yes, sir, it's clear. So should I stop it here, or should I continue with the next program? Because here you can see material what I posted in your Google Classroom. The very first day I posted it, that programs. So that string programs, maybe it 12 or 13 programs are there, right? Okay, let us stop it here, and I will take the next class tomorrow at the same time, means from 9:30 sharp I will start. Okay, so let us stop here. And one more thing, whatever assignments I posted in the Google Classroom to solve you, you can, don't get confused. You are not supposed to solve the entire paper of these 8 papers, last year papers that I back out. Whatever I have discussed, I am discussing string also, but I have excluded that topic. So before string, whatever program you will get, you will short from those previous year question paper, and you will solve it. Means before string up to functions, whatever programs, whatever that short question and long questions, leaving these MCQs, we will solve, we will discuss MCQs later on after we complete the whole syllabus. What will happen if we continue with this way, if you can solve all these previous year questions, 8 years I have given you 8 years question, right? Question of last 8 years. So you will be very much confident with this subject. Totally very much confident. It will be very helpful for your preparation. Okay. So you can answer 100% in your SEM exam. So you don't have to get worried about this. So my purpose is you have to solve all these 8 question papers, right? Topic wise. Okay. So you just submit it in evening. Means it's a Saturday. Means this assignments you have to submit. Then that is your deadline. Let us stop it here, and we will meet tomorrow. Okay. Good night. Take care.